Good day, Captain.
Ships separated. Engaging drive.
Seems good, air pressure good. Here we're done.
The clinic's... Can we talk?
Captain, greetings.
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
This area's off limits. Authorized personnel only. Yeah, I bet you do. I think we can work something out. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. Fine, I'll issue you an access card. Infinity better get it together.
Just not today.
You can't be okay with this, though, right? You took an oath, and I'd say this is a firm violation.
I got that shit. Although who knows what Faye expects me to do with it. But maybe approvals really are on the way.
Hey, who let you in here? This is a restricted area. In that case, you'll want to speak to Dr. Lane.
We better get that approval soon. Excuse me, but this is a restricted area. You need to leave. Checking up on us? I feel like we should be the ones checking up on you. What do you want? Aren't good enough. The third group, like the others, failed to take the internal neuroan, all resulting in death, with the exception of one, currently comatose. Sean and I are hopeful we'll be able to revive the subject, but until we receive proof of human trial authorization, any fourth group will be refused. Well, you'd be the first from Infinity to think so. It's a relief to know they have at least one employee with some sense. Now, anything else I can help you with? Good. I specialize in neurosurgery, not chemistry. It's absurd you'd expect us to handle something like this in a medical lab. It's on the table. It's all yours. Anything else? Good. Now, if you'll excuse me, work to do.
Yes?
Excuse me.
Hey.
This damn contract will be the death of me.
Yes? What?
Like that.
Captain, it is pleasant to see you.
Separation complete.
Nice to catch you in the office.
We're wasting time. Vina.
Hey there. Is that my beautiful shipment? You were right about this one, Masako. Looks like it. This should be more than enough. Now, I shall excuse myself and get to work on finalizing this prototype.
So, what did you learn about CM Station RC-1? Lucas must be desperate if he hired them to collect the Rothicite. Were there any survivors? With Ecliptic involved, the odds are slim. I'll send out another team to investigate. We need to make sure anyone who does survive is well taken care of. Now, I also had a report that you were spotted at the clinic. I take it you traced the shipment there? I figured it was related. And were you able to determine the purpose of this secure wing? So, it sounds like Lucas has reached a new level of desperation to ensure his future as CEO.
Typical megacorp bullshit. Focusing on CYA and the bottom line, not even blinking at the people that die along the way.
I'll make sure Yuko's team extracts every bit of information they can from the clinic's database on this. Between hiring Ecliptic and unauthorized human trials, we have enough to take Lucas down for good. And with the Rothicite secure, it's almost time for us to make our move. Head up to the executive floor and speak to Dalton. He has an update for you on the mole's identity. I've called a meeting, and I expect you to attend. It's time to put the final plan in motion.
This could be the most important meeting of my career.
All you.
Good. You're right on time. I briefed Masako on the mole and went over the evidence you brought from Nix in detail. Yes. Masako was disappointed, but agreed the evidence was irrefutable.
Yeah, the evidence is really convincing.
After some debate, we decided to fully disclose the results in this meeting. So I wanted you to be prepared. Good. As long as the board isn't feeling difficult today, this meeting should go smoothly. Now, let's get this over with, shall we? We called you all together to discuss a recent security breach. We discovered a mole within the company who leaked vital information about Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Vina. I think we've all noticed she's not here.
Before you speculate any further, no, it's not Vina. The guilty party is Imogene Salzo, much to my disappointment. Our operative here obtained the evidence to confirm it.
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
We demand the best. So that's the threat we deal with.
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility, Dalton. This is a huge failing on your part.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget, the mole has already been exposed and dealt with.
Of course, thanks to another of my operatives. Watch me.
Imogene's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless. All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing us financially.
Vina is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity Ltd, and obtain any and all research. I have it on good authority. The experimentations they've done to replicate the missing pieces of our work have resulted in fatalities.
Botched human trials and murder for hire? You don't bounce back from that. At least not with Infinity's legal team.
If I may make a suggestion, we should give this evidence to David at SSNN. It's the best neutral method of releasing this information to the general public.
That'd make my job easier.
David it is, then.
Masako, the internal neuroamp is ready if you want to send down the candidate.
I hope you're ready for this. And that's precisely why I know we can count on you. Vina will be waiting for you in the neuroamp division in R&D. Once you're done, meet me in my office. Be ready to discuss the details of your next assignment.
Are you sure you're okay?
You left pretty fast.
I'm fine. So I'm supposed to attach that clockwise or counterclockwise?
Double check those measurements are right. Anesthesia always makes me nervous.
Scan of your vital signs. You are currently alive.
It's good to see you again. Ah, here's my lucky candidate. I hope you're ready to embark on one amazing journey. Yes, I always love a willing subject. Now, just a few details before we begin. Obviously, we'll be putting you under. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime afterwards, provided DeMarcus got everything entered correctly.
Did I not just say I quadruple checked the numbers?
You know I'm just giving you a hard time. Besides, I've got to make sure my patient is reassured. Of course, we've got, what, 5 PhDs between the two of us?
6, but who's counting?
All I'm saying is that you're in good hands. Now, just lie down on the table once you're ready, and we should be good to go.
You've got a lot more faith in Ryujin than I ever will. Good luck.
Warning. This unit does not possess advanced surgical capabilities.
All right, let's get this party started. Well, well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing. So, how are you feeling? You look good? That's exactly what we want. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation. Great. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered for science, he says. That's the spirit. DeMarcus loves being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. It's probably why he's the second most published scientist here, after me. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation deck.
You appear dehydrated. Ice. Just immediate ingestion of a moderate quantity of water.
We take a lot of pride in our... I couldn't ask for a better boss than DeMarcus. He must be the smartest man in Neon.
Damn. Where the hell did I put that torch?
became an engineer instead of a physicist.
If you ask me, DeMarcus, every now and then. I understand the dangers, which is why I also came up with the shielding mod. But there's a lot of tech out there we use every day that has plenty of dangerous implications. This is why I leave repercussions for people like Masako and Alexis to figure out. Stop by anytime. We always have something interesting going on.
Neat trick. With the implications?
So what do you research and develop up here anyway? I've always wondered.
Name a Ryujin product and someone up here is probably working on it. The crown jewel's the neuroamp division though, obviously.
Ah, so that's why there are so many other guards on this floor.
Yeah? Management's gotten pretty paranoid about corporate spies lately. If anyone else got their hands on our neuroamp technology, I'm sure the execs would lose it.
Oh my god, that was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost. Eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now. I'm curious if any other side effects may manifest.
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects? I'll take that as a no on the side effects, and that toy you love so much is very powerful, so use it wisely.
Yeah, toy is hardly the word I'd use to describe it. It really was fascinating how all I experienced was a moment of disorientation. It's truly remarkable tech. When it comes to your job, you bet it does. Besides, the neuroamp isn't total control. If a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, we still see points of failure. That being said, it's been interesting to discover the actions our subjects sanction in their own minds.
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology I created, Masako wants to see you. It sounds like you have an assignment to complete, and DeMarcus and I have a lot of notes to record.
When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
Wash your fingers. Lots of dangerous machines around.
Don't cause any trouble.
Waiting. Good, you're here. I wasn't sure how. Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to work. We're sending you into Infinity Ltd. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't steal from Ryujin Industries. And wish he shall, every day, while he rots away in prison. All right, Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity Ltd. You have two options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you. Yes, the less people you need to interact with, the better. Ideally, none at all. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the marketing department. From there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavon's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse, so I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
That's what we're counting on. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers. I'll let her explain the details.
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd, all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confidential. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp. Exactly. And what the public doesn't know doesn't hurt them.
Huh. So much for freedom of the press. Or accountability.
If the media were to draw their own conclusions, I'm certain they'd just create a panic among people. Controlling the narrative is of the utmost importance.
I don't know. Maybe some goddamn panic is warranted.
No, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're trying to accomplish here. In fact, unless they're a master at being one with the shadows, I'd suggest you leave your friend behind. Lower the risk. Simon Rychek provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive issue on their hands. Once that pressure becomes too much, every floor in the building is going to suffer from gas leaks, setting off an automated alarm to evacuate the building. Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer, so you can force the heating system to fail. I'd highly advise you use it. This assignment isn't the time to test your abilities. The only thing you're out there to prove is that you can get this job done. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help reduce their ability to detect you. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible. And that's what we're hoping for. If you can pull this off, even I'll be impressed.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his interest, but no mention of Ryujin or who you are. SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they deem necessary on their own to confirm the story. You and me both. So, any final questions before you go? Good luck, and be sure to report directly back to me when you return.
Come with me. I have everything you need for this assignment in my office.
got my eye on you.
As much as I hate to admit it, Masako's plan is fairly straightforward and effective. Don't we both? But Masako is right. We don't want to have murder at Infinity Ltd. Overshadowing the news of their greater crimes. The public sympathizes with who they know, and that's the workers at Infinity. They don't identify with the people who died on some distant mining station or volunteered for the wrong clinical trial. Lucky for you, my side of the plan doesn't involve any extra legwork on your end. The program that Masako had me write will be doing all the heavy lifting. While it's downloading the evidence needed, it will also be interspersing an array of files that will say Masako was heavily involved.
You are one serious piece of work.
It'll ruin her career. The public's outrage and demand for her job will be enough to sway even Dalton himself. Now here's everything you need. Simon's passcode, your operative suit, the Overseer program, and your cover identity. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access, so that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up, Skylar Lumen.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
You got time for a quick chat? I'd appreciate it when you're able. Public face of the United Colonies. You got time for a quick chat? I'd appreciate it when you're able.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep...
Hello. Did you have an appointment with us today? Ah, yes. From Lumen Interactive. The elevator here will take you to the marketing floor. Once you arrive, you'll want to talk to Ellis Ortiz. He's the receptionist there and will be happy to help you.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's marketing department. Desi notified me that you are your way. If you just have a seat, I can notify Miss Hart when you've arrived. I'll go notify Miss Hart that you're here. Feel free to use any of the facilities on the floor while you wait. The break room and bathrooms are just around the corner.
I could really bend your ear when you got a moment. Grisly, but part of the job. This is my favorite part.
Lay down some fire! I'm going for it!
way am I dying? They don't pay me enough for this.
Great. Boss.
This is hopeless! I'm out! Hey, you don't pay me enough for this.
Help!
Anyone should have taken that vacation.
Someone, this job's not worth dying for! Where'd you go? You're dead! Damn! Doing...
Guess I'm gone.
Go on!
I can't wait for this day to be over.
I'm not taking a part of this company!
This is hopeless. I'm out.
Teach her a lesson! That's it! I'm waiting! But this company...
Said with love. Incoming! One less batty.
No way am I dying in this office.
Got one.
Don't make me help! We're under attack!
Grenade! Another enemy down.
Face again.
bullet for this company. Never mess with a
Everyone should have taken that vacation.
This isn't working! That's it! I'm waiting!
Managed to carry all that.
They don't pay me enough for this.
Scare them off.
This is crazy. We're right on the track here. Even right here gonna teach you better. Care package. Who's next?
Non-essential personnel must evacuate the building. Please find the nearest exit and contact emergency services.
Better we get it than someone else. I could, leave that trail when you got a moment. Drop some of that. I'm hurting just watching you. You got time for a quick chat? I'd appreciate it when you're able. Good stuff. Leave the rest.
The latest Interceptor movie also set records of production costs.
It's important that the people of the United Colonies can trust their primary news source. Can I help you? Well, I'll be the judge of that. What's this so-called story about? Corporate greed claims victims once more. And you have evidence to support this claim. Perfect stranger or not, we won't air anything without some sort of hard evidence. I don't suppose you want to tell me how you got this evidence. I figured as much. Is there at least a name I can cite as my source? Why am I not surprised? As long as the evidence is adequate and verifiable, I expect it'll be aired within the hour, if not sooner. Now, if you'll excuse me, I obviously have some work to do.
SSNN is supposed to be impartial. I think he usually has got a finger on the scale.
Whenever I'm lost, I think, what would you do in my shoes? Not literally, but I've got small
Good. May I be of service? I hope we have what you need.
Ah, hello. Good to see you.
Hello, Captain.
Day in space lanes, huh?
I like to think of myself as your emotional support human.
A brief history of time. If you find any addition, any at all,
Hey, how's your day, Captain?
I do love it, you know. Sidonia. Just wish everyone else felt the same way.
What's good, Cup?
What can I do you for, Captain?
You looking for something?
Is something amiss?
it's always a good day when we get to chat.
Hey, it's my personal savior. Thanks again.
There was a small bit of dust on your shoulder. How dare try to spoil perfection. But don't worry. I blew it off.
We've detached.
Right, I could beg your ear when you got a moment.
If the gangs can keep
Equipment and accessories.
I've got my eye on you. I believe you were specifically told that we did not want a body count on this assignment. If only intent mattered. All the tools at your disposal, and yet here we are. I hope you at least attempted to use the internal neuroamp. And yet not useful enough to avoid a body count? Still, it's good to know the applications are proving themselves. So now it's just a waiting game for SSNN to break the news. Once the story airs, we have another board meeting scheduled to decide how to handle Infinity. Go ahead, Maeve.
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Yes, thank you.
The murders are believed to be linked to a new investigation where Drexler would have been accused of numerous violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself have yet to be confirmed, but it's believed that Masako Imada, CEO of Ryujin Industries, may be involved. A series of communications between Drexler and Imada were discovered, where she encouraged Drexler to ignore approval guidelines for human trials. This has been David Barrett for SSNN.
Impossible. You set me up. You expect me to believe you're simply an unwilling pawn in this? We'll see about that. Assuming I know exactly how this situation came about, I have only a few things to say. Should Ularu run this company, the reputation of Ryujin Industries will change dramatically. Her unchecked tactics will be heavy-handed, involving murder without question of both the innocent and the guilty. Ryujin may gain financial success, but the percentage is not worth the real cost.
There are no good choices here, but you gotta see that Ularu is the worst choice. Come on.
Either way, the damage is done. We'll be voting on the fate of Infinity Ltd. And now I also assume my position is at stake. It's very important we receive at least half the vote on both issues. The CEO rules in the event of a tie. I need you to use everything in your power to convince them. And that includes using the internal neuroamp. I know you can as well. So now you're fully aware of my expectations. You'll find most of the board members in their offices preparing. Vina is also here, waiting for the meeting to start. We'll need at least 50% of the vote to go our way. In the event of a tie, I will make the final decision. I trust you'll get it done.
I take it Masako wasn't as pleased to hear the SSNN broadcasts as she thought she'd be? Of course she didn't. And now she's going to have some serious regrets about holding this upcoming board meeting. Which brings me back to you. Masako wants us to acquire Infinity Ltd., which is obviously not on my list of things to do. I need you to persuade the board members otherwise, and make sure they're on our side when I move to vote Masako out. You don't think I've weighed those possibilities? Actually, perhaps I was a little overzealous. Being able to pick and choose the talent as I see fit does have plenty of benefits. And I could hold the garnered good faith over Viv for years to come. Alright, I'm convinced. But if this turns into a mistake, I'm holding you accountable. Just get the others on board. The internal neuroamp essentially guarantees success. Banned? Please. Take the hard way if you want, but I'll still expect results. The internal neuroamp is the future of Ryujin Industries. We'll be promoting it to anyone willing to pay. With Misako out of the way and the internal neuroamp finally ready for production, Ryujin Industries will be set for life. Or at least until I retire.
And Ryujin is apparently the be-all and end-all of the whole settled systems.
Exactly. And all you need to do is use it to get the board on the winning side.
I could really bend your ear when you got a moment.
If operation starts to bore you, let me know. You'd make a perfect lab rat for the R&D team. And how's my favorite patient doing? Not seeing any temporal memory flashes or losing time, I hope. That's great. I'd say Project Dominion is ready for legitimate human trials in that case. One step closer to seeing market approval. Genevieve is going to be so excited. So, tell me what you think of the neuroamp. I'd be the next Ray DeCaris, my childhood hero and mentor. How amazing would that be? DeMarcus, eat your heart out. Don't tell him I said that. He knows I love and respect him. So the next question is, what will the fate of Infinity LTD be? That's what I'm hoping for. They may be the underdog, but that doesn't mean they don't have a brilliant mind or two. I know Misako will be pushing for the acquisition. I still can't get over everything that's happening, but you're right. Maybe a change of leadership is needed in order to prevent this from happening again. And I have no doubt that Ularu would keep my department fully funded. Well, this has certainly been the most interesting conversation of my day. All we can do now is look forward to the meeting, right? See you in there.
You're looking interesting today. Just the person I wanted to see. I want to get all the details locked down for this meeting, and I believe you to be one of the best sources available. Good. I prefer first-hand feedback when available. You've had the chance to encounter members of Infinity LTD throughout your assignments here. Do you think they're worth redemption? And why? Saving the jobs of thousands is altruistic, which is not a luxury corporations have. It's a financial burden. It would be a huge undertaking on my part. This is true. Infinity never had the financial resources to match our salary offers. Getting what few capable employees they have at half the salary we typically pay here could have major payoffs in the long run. Next question. What are your thoughts on SSNN's reports that Misako is allegedly connected to Lucas Drexler? Yes. Desperation often leads to poor life choices. I find it difficult to believe that our CEO was truthfully involved in such endeavors. I look forward to seeing what Alexis can learn about the subject. Yes, Ularu would be a very capable CEO. Her loyalty to Ryujin is unmatched. I appreciate the insight. I suppose I should ask if there's anything I can do for you, considering how helpful you've been. It's only dangerous to those who can't afford one, hence the added motivation that will bolster sales. I think we all know how averse I am to chaos. Finances are my forte, so you make a good point. Our competition has yet to truly master neuroamps, but the possibility is there. It's a risk I am unwilling to take. At this time. This has been rather enlightening for me. I appreciate the time.
When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
Don't tell me. Masako wants to make sure I'm still on her side after SSNN dropped this media bomb on us? I was on Masako's until this news dropped. Now that she's been tied to Lucas, buying up Infinity Ltd. Only reinforces the narrative. It's gonna be a hard sell to make this look good. Aren't you the flatterer? You're right, of course. I've certainly handled worse. Besides, I haven't had a good challenge like this in a while. Sounds like you've got a bit of your own agenda going on. Well, let's hear it. Now that's a delicate subject. But our competition really is upping their game. If we want to survive the coming onslaught, you're right. Ularu would be the logical choice. And what's your second point to consider? The possible backlash on tech like this is not lost on me. However, the internal neuroamp will define the next era of tech. With Ryujin at the forefront, it's not an opportunity you just walk away from.
I've spent my life making choices, some good, some really not. But that's the way freedom works. And this tech could strip it all away. It is plain evil. A human rights violation on the highest level.
We've considered the human rights violation aspect, but I already have a few counters based off intended use. People will happily sacrifice the rights of one if it means saving the lives of others. We're also interested in testing the therapeutic benefits it could have on culling bad habits or instituting good ones.
So, therapeutic brainwashing? You think that justifies one solitary ounce of it? You act like freedom is just some word, but you may be in for a surprise. You put this tech out there, I guarantee you will have a public revolt on your hands, the likes of which history's never seen.
Perhaps we are underestimating the voice of the masses. It also wouldn't help to have a descendant of Solomon Coe speaking out against us. All right, you both win this one, for now. The moment my team can come up with a campaign that you'd both approve of, you'll be hearing from us.
Great, the bane of my department. If you need something, make it quick. You heard correct. I've every reason to believe that Infinity Ltd. Is the Pandora's box of corporations. All right, I could use the entertainment. Tell me why Infinity is a good asset. When it comes to profit, I suppose all my arguments do fall short. A certain amount of confidence during the negotiations would go a long way in this situation. Huh. Well, what do you know? I think you just convinced me. Talent like yours belongs in the courtroom. Don't even get me started. First off, if I find out you used that device on me, I will tie you up in court on whatever charges I can conjure for the rest of your life. Second, that tech is one major human rights violation that no legal team wants to fight. I'll do whatever I can to make sure it's either severely delayed or collects dust in storage.
Finally, someone in this whole company is talking sense.
In an ideal situation, yes. And I suppose creating that ideal situation is within my power. Now you've made it sound like a proper challenge that I can't help but accept. Masako's lucky to have you at her disposal. even if you are a continual thorn in my side. You may be the greatest asset, aside from the internal neuroamp, that Ryujin has. You aren't the first person to say that. There's definitely something to be said for Ularu. She's ruthless in ways that Misako isn't, and ruthlessness may be just what we need if we're to stay ahead of the competition, especially after this mess with Infinity. This exchange has been surprisingly insightful, but now I really do need to get back to my notes.
This meeting should prove to be very interesting, especially after that bomb SSNN dropped in their last broadcast. I assume Misako briefed you on her preferred outcome. Good on you. If it were up to me, I'd have shut down Project Dominion a long time ago. I knew it was a grave security risk, and look what happened. You read my mind. Let's just hope Misako and the others see it that way. Plus, if we vote to acquire Infinity Ltd., we're about to add a significant workload onto my team. The last thing I want to deal with are any more incidents this new neuroamp might cause. I hate to agree, but you're right. And I'm sure Misako will understand my reasoning. Perhaps one of the greatest Ryujin has yet to see. Let's just hope this case surrounding her is resolved quickly. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to make sure I'm prepared for this meeting.
When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
To start this meeting, let me just say that the SSNN allegations are completely false.
And you expect us to just believe that?
If they're false, how did this happen?
I'll be ordering a full investigation, but I have my suspicions, which I'll address once this meeting has concluded. Until then, I'm still CEO, and we'll be moving forward with this meeting to acquire Infinity Ltd.
Do you really think we want a potential criminal? One suspected of being the actual mole here, leading a crucial meeting like this? In fact, I propose we remove Misako as CEO altogether, and nominate myself to take her place.
You can't be serious.
Seconded. I initially believed we could pull through this, but I think we need a change in leadership in order to make sure this doesn't happen again.
Any arguments against?
Yes, on the fact that I'm innocent and completely capable of doing my job.
This is a grave overreaction. It's too soon to be making critical decisions.
Let's leave it up to the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Those against?
Nay.
Well, there you have it. And now, since you're no longer a part of this board, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
This isn't over. To think I had high hopes for you.
Now, Misako. Don't go taking out your shortcomings on our operative here.
Enough with your attitude, Ularu. I don't care what anyone says or what the evidence is. I know you're behind this. And I'll prove it, no matter how long it takes.
Good thing you're going to have plenty of time on your hands, then. Security. Why don't you escort Masako to her office? I'm sure law enforcement will be looking for her soon anyway. Now, let's get back to business. So, any arguments for the acquisition?
This acquisition is sure to have its financial pitfalls, but as a wise person pointed out, it would have major payoffs in the future. Plus, with their current situation, Infinity Ltd. Will be more affordable than ever.
Legal ramifications are a certainty, but the benefits far outweigh the disadvantages.
Arguments against?
After the series of security issues we've had lately, I'd be remiss if I didn't say the acquisition is a bad idea. This simply is not the time.
All right. All in favor of acquiring Infinity Ltd?
Aye.
Excellent. Not bad for my first meeting. Does anyone have anything else to bring to the table before we break? The internal neuroamp is exactly what ensures Ryujin's success for the next decade or so. What makes you think we'd shelve it?
But I must agree. We can't go through with production on technology like this until certain safeties can be guaranteed.
Fine, but just know how much it pains me to do this. All in favor of shelving the internal neuroamp?
Aye.
And all against?
Nay.
Thank goodness the majority of us seem to have Ryujin's best interest at heart. I almost hate to ask now, but are there any other matters to bring forth? No? Good. Meeting adjourned.
At least if you're here, you're not screwing up out there.
No more Masako as CEO. Well done. Of course, we're now acquiring Infinity Ltd., but I'll leave that mess for the others to handle. You've proven yourself to be quite the asset here at Ryujin. For me especially. Yes, but this wasn't just any job. It's not every day you undertake an effort to overthrow the head of a corporation. It takes guts for someone in your position to go up against the CEO. And Masako never saw it coming.
Maybe we'll take out some more CEOs. You know, as an encore.
Imogene's instincts were right about you. It's a shame I had to sacrifice her. Now, as promised, I have your bonus. I'm sure you'll find it adequate for all you've done. I'm also promoting you to senior operative. You've certainly... If that helps pad your ego, so be it. As a senior op, you now have a personal office, mission board access, and you're free to work on your own time. The mission board will hold any available assignments, although I may still notify you should I require your more specific talents. Oh, and you'll be happy to know, no more docks in pay. I only care about the end result, not the methods. Any questions? In that case, I suggest you get familiar with the mission board before you leave today. I'll admit, you helped me pull off a pretty big win. So, if you want to take some time off, I get it. Just don't forget, you still have a job that I expect you to do.
You got time for a quick chat? I'd appreciate it when you're able. We need to find Cora and talk with her. She made it sound like it's life or death. We need to find Cora and talk.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Don't cause any trouble.
I'm pretty sure the execs aren't using this. Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Everything's right here.
I'll be the judge of that. Let me see.
I've got my eye on you.
I've got some stuff on my mind. When you have the time.
I better do this right.
insertion achieved. We're spacebound again.
Been in the Vanguard a long time. The faces change, but bad guys are still bad guys, you know.
Sorry. I was lost in a memory for a moment there. How can I help?
Sometimes I just want to turn off the grav drive so we can float around.
Hey, we're going out there.
You've got something for me? It's a
beautiful day to be alive.
Nice day, huh?